dairy exhibitors, our judge is here, and so we plan on starting right promptly at 9 o'clock. So we will start with the registered spring calves, registered Holstein spring calves. So you can start moving them to the ring. We'll start at 9 o'clock.
And once again, good morning, everyone. I'm Brian Winnekins from WRDN Radio, and we are at the Dunn County Fair for the dairy show today. The ladies taking the center stage first, and we will be getting things underway shortly. And we'd like to also say a special welcome to those of you watching our broadcast on NTech Channel 99 today. As thank you to the Durand, Arkansas School District for allowing us to use NTech Channel 99 to be able to send the video stream to that. For those of you that may not you're like my mom, you just don't know how some of the video streaming on the computers work. You may not even have a computer. So again, thank you to the Durand, Arkansas School District. Please tell them thank you for supporting these broadcasts and for allowing us to have the stream here on NTech Channel 99 today. Those of you watching on our Facebook Live feed today, as always, we're nosy. We'd love to hear from you today. Where are you watching us from? So leave that comment in the comment sections of our Facebook Live feed as well. Because yes, we're nosy. We'd love to find out where people are watching today. Throughout the morning, as always, we'll be mentioning all of our broadcast and video stream sponsors. So please thank these businesses, thank these organizations as well for supporting our video streaming, because without their help, it's pretty simple. We would not be here today. So please thank them. And our video streaming service overall at our website, and really for everything, is being brought to you by the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board. Thank you to the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board and Wisconsin soybean farmers for supporting these broadcasts. And did you know, speaking of soybeans, did you know the largest customer of soybeans in the state of Wisconsin is the dairy industry? That's right. So we will be getting things underway here shortly. Now for the video streams here today and really all this week, for those of you watching, okay, we have a new box. I chatted with the folks from Verizon, because normally I have to run these things through my phone when I'm here at Dunn County, also at Pierce County as well, because there's not internet available in the barn where we're at. So they're letting me try this box, and hopefully this box works well, better than my phone. We'll see as we go on throughout the morning. But we'll have the dairy show here starting in just a few minutes. We'd like to say thank you to AMPI, the dairy farmers of AMPI, farmer-owned cooperative here in the upper Midwest. Don't forget, they also have the Dinner Bell Creamery as well with AMPI. Ask your retailer, your grocer, to carry some of the products from Dinner Bell Creamery and AMPI. Wisconsin Credit Union, serving members for over 80 years. We belong to you. Visit wisconsincu.org. Chippewa Valley Energy, serving the Chippewa Valley since 1922. They're doing their summer fill program and winter contract programs now as well. Just visit ChippewaValleyEnergy.com for more information. And Provisions Health, the 3rd Avenue West Durand, changing the way you experience healthcare. Visit provisions.health for more information. We'll also be doing some dairy trivia as well throughout the day as we get things ready to go here in just a moment or two with our dairy show. Tomorrow morning we will have the hog show with, again, coverage starting at about 8:55. And then right after the hog show, some nice folks from the Dunn County Fair bring a gator and some young FFA members, and we load all of this stuff from the hog show and make the mad dash over to the beef barn for the beef show, which is scheduled to start at 1 o'clock tomorrow. So tomorrow, kind of the busy day. And then on Saturday night, we'll have the livestock auction as well from the fair, with our coverage beginning Saturday night at 4:55. So that's some of the things that are going to be happening here over the next few days from the Dunn County Fair. Cloudy day today so far here in Menominee, but it's not oppressively hot, which is a good thing.
Okay, we are ready to get the dairy show started. As in true fashion of what I always do, I want to start the dairy show with the Pledge of Allegiance, okay? We got not a flag, but all of the setups is Stars and Stripes Summer Nights. Pretty close to the red, white, and blue and stuff. So with that, if everybody would please rise, remove their hats, and we will face the displays as the flag, okay? And I will lead. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Very good, everybody. Okay, with that, we are ready to get the dairy show started. Spring calves, if you would enter the ring, and I will introduce our judge as we begin. So our judge, you may recognize, it is Brooke Giese. Brooke Giese. Her maiden name is Brantner. So, Brooke is a product of Dunn County. Brooke was on our national dairy judging team that went to Scotland. She won the contest at the international contest in Scotland. She currently resides down to Alma Center with her husband Grant, where they farm and they have show pigs. She's currently employed at University of Wisconsin River Falls as the livestock judging coach. So she fits many roles. She has the ability to do livestock and dairy. So with that, let's give her a nice warm welcome from Dunn County, Brooke Giese.
Watching coverage of the Dunn County Dairy Show as our first classes are underway. Have our first class underway here at the Dunn County Dairy Show. Oh, a little trivia for you. Oh, this is an easy one. But we'll ask it anyway. This is from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin. What's a baby cow called? Cow, steer, calf, or bull? Again, what's a baby cow called? Cow, steer, calf, or bull? Well, it's called a calf, of course. Kind of that's where we're at here. Kind of appropriate for this first class of animals. Again, those of you watching our video stream on our Facebook page this morning, we'd sure love to hear from you. Tell us where you're watching us from this morning in the comments section.
Just a housekeeping item by judge request for showmanship. We will be starting with the seniors, but the judge did request that the intermediates and the juniors watch. So we'll start with the seniors, then the intermediates, and then the beginners, okay?
If we could put our hands together for our first class in today's show, our spring Holstein Heifer class, calf class, and I think a phenomenal class from top to bottom. In our classes of 4s and 5s, you'll probably do what we see here, where we kind of pull them in for close inspection, parade them around one final time, and then have a chance to just visit with each exhibitor about their heifer that they brought out and the project animal that they have here today. And I think in this class, there's 2 females that complement each other extremely well in just their eye appeal, their balance, their correctness, and the dairy character that they have. Giving the nod to the more black female just in terms of a little more height, a little more length, and certainly more openness and depth to the center portion of her body. But taking nothing away from our second place calf here, one that I think mirrors our first place calf so well in just all of those attributes I talked. And like I told our exhibitors, these are calves. They're going through growth stages, and sometimes their back end needs to catch up with their front end, or their depth of rib needs to catch up with the leg underneath them. So I think that's a really good place to be. And then our young man with the red and white, he's done a phenomenal job kind of leading the way and starting the show off and kind of being the first one out in the ring, and has a really stylish heifer that he brings and presents. And in lineup, we talked of just wanting a little more depth of body, but loved her frame size, loved her length, her overall dairy character. And then to round out the class, our young lady brought just a well-presented, really clean female out here that you can certainly tell that she's super proud of and has reason to be, and one that I just needed to see have a little more angulation and dairy character throughout. So a great class to start off today's show.
Winning that class was Lila Bjork, and then Abigail Deach was in second.
This class is the Great Holstein Spring Calf. And once again, welcome to the Dunn County Fair. Brian Winnikins from WRDN Radio. As all this week, we're going to be having video streams. Today, the ladies take the center stage with the dairy show today, hog show tomorrow morning, and the beef show tomorrow afternoon, and then the livestock auction on Saturday nights. Thank you to our video streaming sponsors. Please thank these businesses and organizations. Without their help, we wouldn't be here today. Thank you to Alcivia, a leading member-owned agriculture fuel cooperative serving Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Illinois. Right now, Alcivia is doing some new things for the farmers with some of the harvest of crops. They can actually, as part of their bids, will include picking up at the farm. Find out more. Visit alcivia.com. SFB, Security Financial Bank, where electronic banking is easy. Visit sfbank.com. Security Financial Bank, Durand, River Falls, Eau Claire, Ladysmith, Bloomer, and Black River Falls. Bauer Seeds and Service, your local Pioneer Seed and Pivot Bio dealer serving the Durand area. Visit BauerSeedsandService.com for more information. Sundstrom and Company, your local tax experts. I know it's only July, but it's time to start planning for the end-of-year taxes. You can make your appointment at Sundstrom & Company. Just give them a call at 715-672-4425 to schedule that appointment. You can also visit them online as well. Again, please thank all of our businesses that are supporting us with our video streams. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, and tell them thank you for supporting these video streams. Also, reach out to the Dunn County Fair Board as well. Tell them thank you, that you appreciate these video streams as well. Because, again, they help us out, giving us a spot to set up. They bring tables, they bring this, that, to help us out to do these video streams. So please let the Dunn County Fair Board know as well your appreciation. Good morning from Beaver Dam, watching on our Facebook live feed this morning. Where are you watching us from if you're watching us on Facebook? Let us know in the comments section.
In our second class here, we have our Great Holstein Spring Calves, a March-born and a May-born, so a little difference in overall maturity. But like I told these exhibitors, two high-quality females to be out here, and it was fun to just sort and look at the differences. And opted to go with our young man's calf. She's kind of tired today. This is their first big day at the fair, and she's got a lot to do to be ready this morning. But I think she's one that just offers such an attractive look from the profile. She's so feminine through that head and neck, just extended in that front 1/3, so level down her top. I love her rump structure, how level she is from hips to pins, with just a correct build underneath her. The one advantage that our May calf has to our class winner, she just has that more natural depth of body and openness of rib. And like I told our young lady there, I think she's one that she could have a lot of fun with down the road because she's so correct and so dairy and angular in her makeup, and one that I hope she brings out next year as a yearling. So congratulations to both of our exhibitors.
Winning that class was Conway Chaston. Conway Chaston winning that class. Class in the ring right now is Jersey Spring Calves. Registered Jersey Spring Calves.
All right, and some more trivia from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin. How many stomachs does a cow have? 1, 2, 4, or 6? Again, how many stomachs does a cow have? 1, 2, 4, or 6? I'll give you the answer here coming up. So the Spring Jersey Cavs in the ring right now. Okay, yep, not a problem. We will keep an eye on it. I even have, what kind of batteries do they use? Doubles or? Okay, I have a set of double A's just in case. Okay.
If we could put our hands together for our single entry Jersey calf out in the ring. I know Jim and my other dairy judging coach Scott over there would always get mad at Krista and I when we would call a calf cute in a set of reasons. We weren't descriptive enough, but I think this girl earns it as a single entry out here. She is super cute and just her overall style and dairy character, and like I talked with the exhibitor, just her uphill run and the dairy strength that she has, let alone levelness and style and depth, and just to be walking out on a correct set of feet and legs. I think a really high quality single entry out in this class that sure is cute. So looking forward to the next classes.
Uh-oh, the brown Swiss in the barn are now upset. Just saying. So think about that, you know. We're going to have angry brown Swiss now. Again, we'll have angry brown Swiss here in the barn. A jersey just got called cute. Look out. All right. From Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin, how many stomachs does a cow have? 1, 2, 4, or 6? Well, the correct answer is a cow has 1 stomach with 4 compartments. Oh, a trick question. Trick question. There you go. A cow only has 1 stomach, but 4 compartments. There you go. Real Country 1430 AM and 107.3 FM is the farm's radio station. We have about 7 hours of farm programming Monday through Friday. We kick it off every morning from 5 to 7 with the WRDN Morning Farm Report. We have the farm news, farm markets from overnight. We also have dairy news with Dairy Radio Now, that ag weather forecast too, and some great classic country music. And then at the bottom of the hour, during the 9, 10, and 11 o'clock hours, we have our hourly market updates. During the noon hour, we'll have the midday market update along with some farm news as well, and that ag weather forecast. From 1 until 3, it's Chip Flory with the latest news and issues affecting rural America and the farm markets with Agri-Talk. That's from 1 until 3. Then Jesse Allen is in with the news and issues from rural America with AOA, that from 3 until 4. During the 4 o'clock hour, after our local news update, Susan Littlefield is in with Market Wrap, where she talks with some of the market analysts from around the country about the news of the day that affected the markets as well. Can listen to WRDN, of course, on 1430 AM and 107.3 FM. Online at our website at realcountry1430.com through the Live 365 app on your phone. Just download the Live 365 app. Do a search for WRDN. You can also watch it through Roku TV. Again, download the Live 365 app and do a search for WRDN. The Farms radio station, Real Country 1430 AM and 107.3 FM, WRDN. Okay, some more trivia from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin. How many awards has Wisconsin won for cheese? Is it less than 1,200, 5,000, 5,750, or over 7,600? How many awards has Wisconsin won for cheese? Less than 1,200, 5,000, 5,750, over 7,600. We'll give you that answer here coming up. And those of you watching on our Facebook Live feed, we'd love to hear from you this morning. Let us know in the comments section where you're watching us from. We always enjoy finding out where folks are watching from. Beaver Dam checking in this morning. All right, answer to our dairy trivia from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin. How many awards has Wisconsin won for cheese? Less than 1,200, 5,000, 5,750, or over 7,600? Well, the correct answer is over 7,600. We do quite well with those cheese awards. Thank you to NTech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, one of our video streaming sponsors. Also, Dunn Energy, your Touchstone Energy partner. Compeer Financial. Compeer Financial, a member-owned farm credit cooperative serving and supporting agriculture in rural communities. Visit compeer.com for more information. Also, O'Galley Cheese Factory. Visit O'Galley Cheese for all of your snacking needs, featuring cheese, locally made beef stick sausages, and a whole lot more. They're open 7 days a week on Highway 25. Visit them online because they also ship throughout the entire United States. And if you are thinking of getting something and having it shipped to you directly, they can do that. I would suggest the chocolate cheese. Yes, I'm not kidding. They have chocolate cheese. Oh, and it is to die for. When I was NAFB president back in 2016, for Christmas I had O'Galley Cheese send the NAFB staff a nice big cheese gift box for the entire staff down in Kansas City. I knew when it arrived because the executive director for NAFB called me and said, "Oh my word, thank you for the cheese gift. The staff is loving it. And how do we get more chocolate cheese?"
We could put our hands together for our Holstein winter calves out here. Took a little extra time on a more challenging class that we've seen so far this morning. Leading off with just our ultra feminine, ultra dairy female. just her head and neck and femininity through that front 1/3, and just the strength that she offers in her levelness and openness of rib and just depth and capacity to that center barrel. Like I talked with our exhibitors, if I was going to be really picky and change her in one certain area, I would just like to square her up in those hocks when she travels away from me. But from the side, she's so correct in her angles and clean in her bones. So that's being really picky on a really nice heifer to start this class. And then my challenging kind of pair came with second and third. I thought our third place animal here maybe mirrored some of the attributes of our class winner in terms of size and scale and length and depth. But I just couldn't look past our primarily black Holstein female's strength and elevation and her uphill run and really the levelness she possessed that allowed her to place over our third place female, which I liked a lot about and thought her attributes mirrored that class winner very closely. And rounding out the class with our gentleman's calf there on the end, she was our February born calf of the group, but one that was just so correct from top to bottom and head to tail. Just ran into a really tough class here today. So if we could put our hands together for our exhibitors in our winter Holstein heifer calf class.
Winning that class was Emily Zukowski. Emily Zukowski winning the winter Holstein calf class.
Again, welcome those of you watching our broadcast on our YouTube channel as well, watching in from River Falls. Yeah, let us know in the comment section where you're watching from. Love to hear from you this morning. Or also on our Facebook page as well. Let us know in the comment section. Beaver Dam checking in for that. So, again, thank you for watching today. Thank you to the Durand, Arkansas School District for allowing us to broadcast our video stream today on NTech Channel 99. Thank you again to the school district. There are obviously some kids from the Durand, Arkansas School District who are showing here at the Dunn County Fair. We'll also have coverage of the dairy, beef, and swine shows and the livestock auction from the Buffalo County Fair next week. And we'll also have that on NTech Channel 99 as well. So please, those of you watching on NTech Channel 99, reach out to the Durand, Arkansas School District, please, and tell them thank you for allowing us to use NTech Channel 99 today. Thank you to Numbers R Us, your daily money managers in Durand. Rhonda can help your family prevent family conflicts, also prevent fraud as well as a daily money manager. You can find out how Rhonda can help you out and also avoid all those late fees with Rhonda and daily money management. You can visit Rhonda online at numbersrs.com or visit Rhonda on Facebook as well. Pierce Pepin Cooperative Services. They're your Touchstone Energy partner and 24/7 in West Wisconsin Telecom, building smart fiber optic communities and homes from the ground up. Find out more. Visit wwt.coop. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, tell them thank you for supporting our broadcast. Without their help, we wouldn't be here today. So please thank all of our video streaming sponsors. Also thank you to the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board. They're our video streaming service sponsor. We'll have some more dairy trivia with Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin here coming up.
We could put our hands together for our great Holstein winter calves out here. I think tremendous quality again from top to bottom, and these two heifers to kind of lead off the lineup were pretty well, other than color patterns, mirror images of each other in terms of just size and scale and just their presence out here in the ring. And I opted to go with our young lady's more black calf out here, just when I got to a 3/4 angle of her, specifically on the standstill. Just read her to be a bit more smoother blending from piece to piece, and that shoulder to forerib and on back through her skeleton. but two that I think you could kind of flip a coin. And if you guys disagree with me out in the audience, I can't disagree with you. I think that pair could go either way. So high quality on that end of the class, and all the way down. Our third and fourth place female here. Our third place female had the advantage in just height at the point of the withers, length from nose to tail, her uphill run, and just kind of the correctness of feet and legs that she had underneath her. And same with our young lady concluding the class. Really good job and job well done on her project animal there. I think two females that we talked of just maybe opening them up in their rib and giving them a little bit more depth of body to compete with the females ahead of them. But my hat's off to those exhibitors. I look forward to seeing all of you guys out in the show ring for showmanship later this afternoon.
Winning that class was Kylie Schlew. Kylie Schlew won the winter grade calf class.
We could put our hands together for our Jersey winter calves out here. Both these exhibitors have done a great job. We've got an experienced showman and a first-time showman out here, and if I would have known that when they came in the ring, I wouldn't have been able to tell you who's who. I think they both did a great job and had their animals just well presented and collected out here. And this was a tough placing as well. I think two that offer so much in terms of similarities and just their overall makeup from end to end and top to bottom. And we went with the touch lighter colored female out here, and just the dairy strength that she offers. She had a bit more width, a bit more openness, especially in that fore rib and center part of her body. And she wants to lay down again for a second time. She's tired out. But I think just a really great way to start this class, and taking nothing away from our young lady's second place female out here. One that's, like we talked in line, so refined and so correct. I look forward to hopefully seeing her next year as a yearling at the fair. That'd be pretty fun. So congratulations to our 2 exhibitors with our Jersey calves.
Winning that class was Chloe Spargrove. And just a little bit, they moved up from Iowa this last fall. So we have a new dairy family within the Dunn County area. Participants on the dairy judging team, Chloe and Blake. Blake's out here right now. Very good judges. Give them a nice warm welcome to Dunn County, Spargrove family.
Watching coverage of the Dunn County Fair Dairy Show. I'm Brian Winnikins from WRDN Radio. Thank you for joining us this morning, and we hope you're enjoying the show. Those of you watching on our Facebook Live feed or on our YouTube channel as well, in the comment section, let us know where you're watching us from. We have O'Galley checking in, River Falls, Beaver Dam. Let us know. We'd love to hear from you this morning. It's because we're nosy. But we do like to hear from folks as well. Okay, another piece of dairy trivia from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin. Let's see here. Which one? Okay, how many yogurt processing plants are here in Wisconsin? Is it 3, 4, 10, or 18? Again, how many yogurt processing plants are here in Wisconsin? Is it 3, 4, 10, or 18? We'll let you think about that here coming up, and we'll give you that answer.
If we could put our hands together for our single entry winter brown Swiss entry out here, and I think a phenomenal female to be a single entry. I was telling this young man on our dairy judging team, I was always referred to as the beef girl. So the Swiss breed in our contest was always kind of the weight was put on my shoulder to do the best in that breed. And Luke was the pig guy, and Krista and Ben were our dairy kids. So it was fun to think back on that. But this female here, I think, is just so elegant through her head and neck, and her strength up top, and just her dairy strength that she has from nose to tail is definitely noteworthy for this female. And the way she just carries herself out on such a comfortable set of feet and legs. This young man's done an awesome job getting this one ready for you. I can tell he's put a lot of work into this project, and I look forward to see him later on in showmanship as well. So if we could put our hands together one more time for this awesome entry.
Winning that class was Blake Spargrove. Blake Spargrove with his brown Swiss winter calf.
Again, let us know in the comment section where you're watching us from this morning. Duran checking in as well. You can leave it in the comment section on either our YouTube channel or Facebook Live page. Okay, how many yogurt processing plants are here in Wisconsin? 3, 4, 10, or 18? Correct answer, 10. 10 yogurt processing plants. That from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin. What's your favorite flavor of yogurt? I'm just not the biggest yogurt fan. Ice cream, ooh, that's different. Let's hope this is where I'm always a little nervous. This isn't like the beef show where they have that nice gate to protect me. So I always try to stay back in the corner here. But every now and then, one of the ladies wants to get up close and personal.
If we could put our hands together for our registered fall Holsteins out here. I think another high quality class from top to bottom, and the combination female of the group, the one that ties not only the size and scale, but just overall strength and levelness together, is who I opted to win this class pretty handily. She's just so elegant from end to end, and walks out on a really comfortable set of beaten legs with just a dairy strength about her. So I look forward to seeing her back out in the ring later on. Taking nothing away from our second place female here, this young man did a really great job of getting her shown and keeping her collected. And she is the smallest one out here, but she's just so correct from nose to tail. And it was just the overall levelness she has from nose to tail that allowed her to stand over our third place female here, and one that kind of bookended the class in terms of power and presence and the dimension that she has. And there's so many parts and pieces that I love about this female, and we talked about that in our lineup. If I could change her in any way, I'd just like to relax her in her top and level her out from end to end to compete with the two ahead of her. But if we could put our hands together again for another great trio of females.
Winning that class was Chloe Shifley.
Watching coverage of the 2025 Dunn County Fair Dairy Show. I'm Brian Winnekins from WRDN Radio. Thank you for joining us this morning. We'll have the hog show tomorrow morning at about 8:55, and then we'll also have the beef show tomorrow afternoon at about 1 o'clock. Come on out to the Dunn County Fair today if you're in the Menominee area. Yeah, it's a little cloudy, a little windy, but nice breeze. But it's not oppressively hot like they had expected. At least a little while, earlier in the week. And so some pretty nice weather for the Dunn County Fair. So come on out and join us throughout the weekend. Thank you to our dairy show sponsors, including Provisions Health, 3rd Avenue West, Durand. Changing the way you experience healthcare. Find out more. Visit provisions.health. Chippewa Valley Energy, serving the Chippewa Valley since 1922. They currently have their summer fill program and winter contract program going on right now. Just visit ChippewaValleyEnergy.com for more information. Wisconsin Credit Union, serving members for over 80 years. We belong to you. Visit wisconsincu.org. And AMPI, a farmer-owned cooperative serving farmers here in Wisconsin, Minnesota, and the rest of the upper Midwest as well. Find out about their products with Dinner Bell Creamery. Ask your retailer to carry Dinner Bell Creamery products from AMPI. Thank you to all of our broadcast sponsors, video streaming sponsors. Please thank them, give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, tell them thank you for supporting our video streaming from the Dunn County Fair. Without their help, we wouldn't be here today. Also, thank you and say thank you to the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board. Reach out to them and say, hey, thanks for supporting and sponsoring the video streaming service from WRDN. Because without their help, we can't do this. So please thank all of our sponsors. Those of you watching on our Facebook feed or on our YouTube channel, let us know in the comment section where you're watching us from. We'd sure love to hear from you this morning. We've had Durand, O'Galley, River Falls, Beaver Dam all checking in.
If we could put our hands together for our great Holstein fall calves out here, certainly deserving of 2 blue ribbons. And like I just talked in the lineup, some differences in not only size and scale and length of spine, but the biggest difference was just overall refinement and dairy character. We had one to lead off the class that's just so elegant from part to part and correct about how she's put together. And taking nothing away from our second place female, she is maybe a titch leveler from nose to tail and offers so much dairy strength and power. But I opted to go with a little more refined, clean-cut female. And again, 2 high quality, certainly well deserving of blue ribbons. And young man, I look forward to seeing you back out here for showmanship. So congratulations.
We'll be right back.
We could put our hands together for our single entry in our Jersey fall calf class. Again, certainly well deserved of a blue ribbon here. And a Jersey breed is what she said is her breed of choice, and you can tell that she has a lot of passion for that breed. And a calf that I think represents the breed to such a high standard. She's just got that classic Jersey head and neck and beautiful front 1/3. Dairy strength down her top, that openness and depth of rib that matches so well and balances so cleanly from end to end, and walks out and carries herself on such a correct set of feet and legs. And when she wants to cooperate, she just collects herself and floats. And sometimes they don't, and that's okay. That's a part of working with an animal. So again, if we congratulate our exhibitor on a job well done.
Again, watching coverage of the 2025 Dunn County Fair Dairy Show. Brian Winnikins from WRDN Radio. Thank you for joining us this morning. Okay, we're going to do some more trivia from dairy farmers of Wisconsin this morning. Okay, we were talking about yogurt before. Well, we're going to stick with yogurt. How many gallons of milk does it take to make 1 gallon of yogurt? How many gallons of milk does it take to make a gallon of yogurt? Is it 3, 1, 2, or a half gallon? Again, how many gallons of milk does it take to make a gallon of yogurt? 3, 1, 2, or a half gallon? Give you that answer here coming up. All right, let's give you that answer. How many gallons of milk does it take to make 1 gallon of yogurt? Is it 3, 1, 2, or a half gallon? Well, the correct answer is 1 gallon. 1 gallon of milk, 1 gallon of yogurt. Thank you to Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin, our dairy trivia this morning.
page for this hog show's tomorrow.
Okay,
So
and then, yeah, they canceled the 11 a.m. thing over here, but
did you need another wireless?
no, we're good.
Okay,
Yeah,
because I have a spare few
nice.
minutes.
Okay, yeah, I got plenty of extras, but yeah, just wasn't expecting everything to be happening all at once.
So we put our hands together for our fall calf AOBs out here. I think a really fun class to start. When they came in, Jim and I were chuckling. We were like all different, types and kinds and shapes and sizes, kind of like my siblings and I being a triplet, and we're all different heights. It was fun to kind of look at that class that way and just look through some of those differences. So As I shared in the lineup with these two young ladies, I think initial impression I was gravitating towards this female, but ended up going with our Fleck V influenced female that's exiting the ring over there to win the class, just based on her levelness. And when our exhibitor was able to stop her up here and get her collected, I just loved her length and just dairy strength throughout, and certainly the levelness that she had. But taking nothing away from our Jersey influenced calf in second, this lady's done a great job getting her shown. I just love her openness of rib, her depth of body. She's so correct about her feet and legs and the angles that she has down low. And then young man with our Jersey Holstein cross. This is his first time exhibiting a Jersey Holstein cross. He had shared that his brother has exhibited some in the past. And one that was just so glossy black in her appearance and tall at the point of the withers, long from nose to tail, correct set of feet and legs that she travels on. To compete any higher, I just wanted to see her level up and level out over her loin to contend with the two ahead of her. But a great class of AOBs that were really fun to sort.
Winning that class was Mackenzie McClellan. Mackenzie McClellan.
Watching coverage of the 2025 Dunn County Fair Dairy Show today from Menominee and the Dunn County Fair. I'm Brian Winnikins from WRDN Radio, the farm's radio station. Join us for 7 hours of farm programming Monday through Friday. We kick it off with our WRDN Morning Farm Report. Farm news, farm markets, the markets from the overnight, our ag weather forecast as well, dairy news with Dairy Radio Now, and some great classic country music too during the WRDN Morning Farm Report from 5 until 7. At the bottom of the hour during the 9, 10, and 11 o'clock hours, we have hourly market updates. During the noon hour, we have our midday market update, ag weather forecast as well, and farm news from 1 until 3. Chip Flory is in with the latest news and issues affecting rural America and the farm markets with Agri Talk again from 1 till 3. From 3 till 4, it's Jesse Allen with news and issues from rural America with AOA. During the 4 o'clock hour, Susan Littlefield comes in after our local news and sports update with Market Wrap, where she chats with market analysts from around the nation about the latest news of the day affecting the markets. We also have Mike Pearson in with the Farm Progress America as well. You can listen to WRDN on AM 1430 and 107.3 FM. Also online at our website at realcountry1430.com. You can download the Live 365 app, do a search for WRDN Radio, and put us in that way. You can save us as one of your favorites. You can also watch us through your Roku TV. Again, just download the Live 365 app and do a search for WRDN. WRDN, the farm's radio station. Those of you watching our video stream this morning on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel, we'd love to hear from you this morning. Let us know in the comment section, where are you watching us from? We've had Durand, O'Galley, River Falls, Beaver Dam all watching us. During the Northern Wisconsin State Fair, we had folks from Montana, Texas, Pennsylvania, Virginia. So let us know in the comment section where you're watching us this morning. Love to hear from you. Of course, last month was June Dairy Month. And from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin with our trivia, Let's see, when the first June dairy breakfast occurred in what year? 1970, 1990, 2005, or today? Again, the first June Dairy Month breakfast occurred in which year? 1970, 1990, 2005, or today? Let you think about that. My NAFB colleague Sabrina Halverson, she farm broadcaster, did stuff. She was with Ag Net West out of California. This was back in 2016, actually in 2015. And when during our annual NAFB convention, I was telling her about June Dairy Month breakfast. She had no idea. She's like, "You do what?" I'm like, "Oh, we go out to a dairy farm on the weekend, have breakfast during June Dairy Month." She's like, "You go to a farm to have breakfast? Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, why don't you come on out?" She came out that next summer in 2016 during the Buffalo County Dairy Breakfast. Had her there. She had never had cheese curds. Oh, so when she was asked, "Would you like some cheese curds?" when we were going through the line, these weren't deep fried ones, these were the fresh ones. She was like, "What's that?" And the server looked at her like, "Huh?" And I had to explain, she's not from this. She's from a different country called California. They don't know what this is. So Sabrina tried some. She took some on her plate. She took a bite and it squeaked. And oh my word. That was the end of that. It squeaked in my mouth. What? Like, oh, that means it's fresh. She will only eat deep fried cheese curds. She cannot eat fresh cheese curds. She can't handle the squeak. Greetings from Maiden Rock this morning. Welcome. I'm glad you're watching this morning on our Facebook Live feed. Talking with some of the area farmers here this morning before our show. Boy, we got some, I guess, much needed rain. It was starting to dry out just a bit. Some areas over 2 inches of rain over the last 24 hours. All right, first June Dairy Month breakfast occurred in what year? 1970, 1990, 2005, or today? I think this one was a pretty easy one, 1970. That one for me was like, okay, wait a minute. I was at, let's see, in 1990, I was at the La Crosse County Dairy Breakfast when I was working for WKTY, so I can rule that one out. Today, of course, it's not right. We've already been doing them. 2005, let's see, I was working at WTMB in Toma, so I would have been at the Monroe County Dairy Breakfast that year, so that one was kind of an easy one.
If we could put our hands together for our registered summer yearling Holstein class. I know I took a little extra time on this class. I think this was probably the most challenging one I've had to sort of just nitpicky pieces from top to bottom. And opted to lead off with this girl here just in terms of her length and elevation, and she's kind of the combination female of the class. She's so strong, has just so much openness and natural width to that rib cage, and that's something I certainly gravitated towards in that female. The biggest decision I had, and maybe you guys could see my wheels turning out here, came between our second and third, and opted to go with just the levelness and the strength of our second place female's top line. And our young man here with the third place female was doing a really great job getting this girl shown and collected. I just read her ever so often to get a little easy in her loin and a little high in that pin set. But a really strong class from top to bottom and a really fun one to sort. So congratulations to all of those exhibitors.
Winning that class was Chloe Shifley. Chloe Shifley.
Thank you to our 2025 Dunn County Fair Dairy Show streaming video sponsors, including Dunn Energy, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, NTech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, Durand, Sundstrom and Company, your local tax experts. Let's start planning for that end-of-year tax time. You can call them now for an appointment, 715-672-4425, or visit them online. Bauer Seeds and Service, your local Pioneer Seed and Pivot Bio dealers serving the Durand area. Visit BauerSeedsandService.com for more information. SFB Security Financial Bank, Durand, River Falls, Eau Claire, Ladysmith, Bloomer, and Black River Falls, where electronic banking is easy. Visit sfbank.com for more information. And Alcivia, a leading member-owned agriculture fuel cooperative serving Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Illinois. Right now they are having the farmer commodity program as the wheat harvest going on right now, but for the corn and soybean harvest, what you can do is with the bid from Alcivia, that can include picking up your harvest right on the farm. Visit alcivia.com for more information.
We can put our hands together for our single entry in our grade Holstein summer yearling class. This young man's done a great job getting this girl prepped and ready for the show and shown out here for not only me to evaluate, but to showcase to you guys as the audience. And I think a female that is just so level, she's got that uphill run, she's leveler through her hooks and pins. She's correct about how she travels off her set of feet and legs, and her toes are pointed north and south, and she fills her tracks so easily. If we're going to pick on her in any area, I would just like to maybe refine her in her overall bone, but that's being picky on a really good single entry. So congratulations to that exhibitor.
That was Garrett Biesterveld. Garrett Biesterveld.
Again, watching coverage of the 2025 Dunn County Fair Dairy Show this morning. I'm Brian Winnekins from WRDN Radio. Thank you for joining us today. Those of you watching on NTech Channel 99 back in Durand, please thank the Durand, Arkansas School District for allowing us to have today's video stream on NTech Channel 99. We'll also have streams from the Buffalo County Fair as well next week. That will also be on NTech Channel 99 as well. So again, thank you to the Durand, Arkansas School District for allowing us to do that.
We can put our hands together for another single entry in our summer yearling jersey class here. This exhibitor has done a really good job kind of hanging in there with this heifer and getting her shown and prepped and ready for the fair. She told me a little bit about kind of the family line, so you can tell that she's had a lot of time invested into this cow family in particular. And I think a heifer that represents the Jersey breed to such a high degree. Just the beautiful kind of black points and markings on this female to make her stand out in the show ring. And she's just so elegant about her overall look, especially when we get on the profile. So job well done to this exhibitor. We look forward to seeing you back out here.
Winning that was Sophia Bauer. Sophia Bauer.
If you're enjoying our video streams this morning, please thank all of our sponsors. Reach out to them, drop them an email, give them a phone call, visit their business, and tell them thank you. Also, let the folks at the Dunn County Fair Board know as well that you appreciate the streams from the Dunn County Fair. The Fair Board helps us out a lot to be able to bring you these streams. They provide us not only with a table, a place to be able to do the stream as well. Even give me some volunteers to have to move equipment, especially tomorrow after we'll have the hog show first in the morning, and then the hog show gets done, and we have very little time to get from the outdoor ring back over here to the barn, and the Fair Board makes sure that there's some folks to help us out to get everything moved over so we can get the beef show on time. So let the Fair Board know your appreciation for the video streams if you're enjoying them today. Again, we'll have the hog show tomorrow morning starting at about 8:55 or so with the video stream. Then tomorrow afternoon will be the beef show. That's starting at about 1 o'clock. And then on Saturday at 4:55 in the afternoon, we'll have the livestock auction.
We can put our hands together for another single entry in our summer yearling, our brown Swiss female out here. This exhibitor is no stranger to the ring. I think this is his third or fourth time out here yet this morning, and he brings to us a really high quality female that just has so much of that breed character that we look for in brown Swiss. And I think she's one that's just level and open, and she travels so comfortably on that set of feet and legs. If we're going to be nitpicky on her, I'd maybe like to set her tail head down just a touch between her pin bones, just to give her a touch more elegance. But a female that I think breeds with a lot of quality. So job well done to you, young man.
That was Blake Spargrove. Blake Spargrove with his brown Swiss heifer.
Another single entry out here for our summer yearling AOB class, but high quality nonetheless. I think this young lady did a great job getting her female ready for the show and prepped for the show ring. allowed her to just kind of take that lap, get her collected, and show her off to you guys as well. So young lady, you can kind of parade her out for everybody to see. But this girl is another Fleck V influenced cross with just those neat markings that make her pretty unique. And I think she's one that has a lot of positives in terms of just openness and dimension of that lower rib cage, length of body. She travels with comfort and ease. If I was going to change her in any particular area, maybe just square her up from behind in her hock. But I think that'll come as she matures and kind of grows into her skeleton. So really high quality single entry for our AOB summer yearlings.
That was Aubrey McClellan. Aubrey McClellan. In the ring right now, we got Holstein Spring Yearlings.
Watching coverage of the 2025 Dunn County Fair Dairy Show. I'm Brian Winnikins from WRDN Radio. Hope you're enjoying our video stream this morning. Thank you to the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board. They are the sponsors of our video streaming service through our website at realcountry1430.com. Those of you watching on our YouTube channel or on our Facebook page, let us know in the comments section where you're watching us from this morning. And western Wisconsin checking in, even southeast Wisconsin. Beaver Dam, Maiden Rock, River Falls, McGalley, Durand. Let us know in the comments section. We'd love to hear from you this morning. From Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin, a little more dairy trivia. What percent of Wisconsin dairy farms are family owned? Is it 1%, 20%, 87%, or 99%? Again, what percentage of Wisconsin dairy farms are family owned? 1%, 20%, 87%, or 99%? Give you that answer here coming up. All right, from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin, what percentage of Wisconsin dairy farms are family owned? Is it 1%, 20%, 87%, or 99%? Well, 99%. 99% of dairy farms in Wisconsin, family owned. I'd like to say welcome. Hey, Herb, how's it going? Herb Schneider over at Alex's Pizza watching. Herb, thanks for checking in. I need a thin crust, pepperoni, sausage, and onions, please. Just saying, Herb. Now that Herb's watching, let's see if Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin gave us something related. We've done the cheese ones. Let's see if they have on here how much cheese is used in pizzas. Oh, wow, okay, here we go. In honor of Herb Schneider watching us from Alex's Pizza in downtown Durant. Here we go from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin. What is the most popular cheese used on pizza in the U.S.? Asiago, mozzarella, Parmesan, or ricotta? Again, what's the most popular cheese used on pizza in the United States? Asiago, mozzarella, Parmesan, or ricotta? We already know. I'm sure Herb already knows this answer. Well, of course, mozzarella. You bet. Mozzarella cheese, most popular cheese used on pizza in the United States. Again, please thank all of our sponsors as well for supporting our video streams today, including O'Galley Cheese Factory. Visit O'Galley Cheese for all of your snacking needs, featuring cheese, locally made beef sticks, sausages, and more. They also ship throughout the United States. You can visit them. They're open 7 days a week, Highway 25 Durand, or online. And yes, you can ship those cheese boxes throughout the United States with O'Galley Cheese Factory. Numbers are us, your daily money managers. 3rd Avenue West Durand. Find out how Rhonda, as a daily money manager, can help protect your family from fees, fraud, and family conflicts too. As a daily money manager, you can visit Rhonda online at numbersareus.com or visit her on her Facebook page as well. You can reach out to Rhonda there, and she even does free consultation as well. Pierce Pepin Cooperative Services, your Touchstone Energy partner in 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom, building smart fiber optic communities from the ground up. Find out more. Visit wwt.coon. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, tell them thank you for supporting our video streams. Without their help, we wouldn't be here today. And also, if you're appreciating the streams today, let the Dunn County Fair Board know too. They help us out a lot to be able to make the streams possible, from giving us power, table. I get volunteers to help move equipment around, especially tomorrow after we do the hog show. And we have to make the mad dash from the hog show to get to the beef show, so we get that started in time, and got to haul all the equipment. So again, let the Fair Board know that you appreciate them helping us out and allowing us to do the video streams.
We could put our hands together for our registered Holstein Spring Yearling heifers. We had our lead addition in here, which was fun to add in and kind of shuffle up our overall placing. And a female that just kind of hit me hard in terms of her presence, her size and scale, and the way she collects herself in that uphill run. This young lady did a really good job getting her shown out here and presented. So one that I look forward to seeing back in the ring later on, but again, just love her overall dairy strength, I think is the best way to just kind of sum up the presence that she has. And then there was some give and take between our first and second. Our second place female here has a lot of great qualities about her as well, and mirrors a lot of those same attributes of our class winner in terms of uphill run and levelness and openness and depth of body. And maybe she's a bit more refined, and she certainly is a touch cleaner boned. But if I could change her in any certain area, I'd maybe like to just pick her up in that pin set just a little bit to compete with our heifer ahead of her. And then rounding out the class with our glossy black female here in third, our exhibitor did a great job kind of hanging in there with her. She wanted to be a little stubborn at times, but a female that mirrored our class winner in second place so well. If I was going to change her in any area, just secure in that hock ever so slightly when I view her from the side. But a great trio of heifers, a fun class to sort.
Winning that class was Lila Bjork. Lila Bjork.
We can put our hands together for our single entry Jersey Spring Yearling Heifer out here. Again, numbers haven't been huge in some of these classes, but certainly quality nonetheless. And this exhibitor seems really excited about her female, and I think that's certainly justified out here. She's just beautiful in her overall elegance. When you view her from the profile, that uphill run and strength of top. And something I really appreciated about her was just her correctness of feet and legs, and how she just travels with elegance and carrying everything up high. So a great single entry in this class. Job well done.
Winning that was Anya Lang. Anya Lang.
watching coverage of the 2025 Dunn County Fair Dairy Show. I'm Brian Winnikins from WRDN Radio. Thank you for joining us this morning on a very pleasant morning from Menominee in the Dunn County Fairgrounds. Come on out and join us this morning. Well, throughout the weekend, a lot of different activities going on. They'll have the races at the Red Cedar Speedway. Of course, on Saturday afternoon, it's the big NTPA tractor pull going on. Demo Derby on Sunday. Of course, all the different 4-H and FFA exhibits, not just in the livestock barns as well. There's plenty of other exhibits where our booth is located at in the commercial building. There are some very, very talented young men and young women here in Dunn County. You want to check out some of the things that they have been doing with their 4-H and FFA projects over the last year. We do focus a lot on the livestock, but boy, I'll tell you what, some of the carpentry, some of these kids, it's like, I need to hire them. Got a few projects maybe. Tomorrow morning we'll have the hog show starting at about 8:55 with our coverage. Then tomorrow afternoon it's the beef show at about 1 o'clock. And then the livestock auction Saturday evening with our coverage beginning
We
at
can put our
4:55.
hands together for our 2 entries in our Brown Swiss Spring Yearling class. This was a fun class and a really fun breed to sort. We've certainly had some good Brown Swiss numbers out here for today's county fair, but opted to go with just our darker hided female here to win the class. She's just so elegant in her overall eye appeal, and I think represents the breed to that level with such just elegance and dairy and refinement, and walks out on such a clean and comfortable set of feet and legs. You could notice she just kind of floats along as this young lady leads her around the ring. And taking nothing away from our female in second, I think she complements the class winner in a lot of those attributes as well. Could change in any area just to allow her to compete with the one ahead of her. Maybe just drop her in terms of her center dimension and open her up in her rib. And like I talked with those exhibitors, they kind of were give and take between just strength of top line. Our first place female wanted to get a little easy and relaxed at times. Our second place female wanted to get a little roached. So, finding the balances between them, I think, is a fun thing when it comes to mating these guys on down the line. So let's give our congratulations once again to our Brown Swiss Spring Yearlings.
Abigail Deach had the winning Brown Swiss Spring Yearling. Abigail Deach.
Those of you watching this morning on our Facebook page and also our YouTube channel, let us know in the comments section where you're watching us from this morning. Love to hear from you. Durand, O'Galley, River Falls, Maiden Rock, Beaver Dam, all checking in.
We could put our hands together for another single entry in our registered winter yearling class here. And I think a female that just exemplifies the breed in terms of dairy strength. She's just strong from nose to tail. You step behind her and she's just got power yet femininity all over her. So I think a really good single entry. It was fun to sort her in a single entry class and just appreciate all of the strengths that she has. So job well done to this young lady for getting her shown.
Lila Bjork won that class. Next in is grade Holstein Winter Yearlings.
Some of the ladies this morning kind of cranky. They're like, you woke me up. I didn't want to do this right now. It's a nice morning.
We can put our hands together for another single entry in our grade Holstein Winter Yearling class. This young lady, like a lot of the exhibitors we've seen today, has done a really great job getting her project animal prepped and ready for the fair, ready for the show ring. And then to be a single entry out here is sometimes intimidating, especially for the heifer when they don't have a buddy or two to follow along the ring. But a female that reads with just so much elegance about just the length of her spine, the way she, as we say in livestock judging terms, ties out of the top side of her shoulder, and just the levelness she has from end to end. And she travels so comfortably on her set of feet and legs when she wants to ease up and set into motion for us. And we were able to get a couple views of that, especially when she started in the ring. If I could change her in any area at this stage of the game, maybe just drop a little bit more center body and openness of ribbon to her, but that will certainly come with time as she enters production. So congratulations on a great job.
Elsie Weinzerl won that class. Elsie Weinzerl.
If we could put our hands together for our Jersey Winter Yearling female out here. I think it's important for even these single entries to have a chance to kind of do a parade and a lap around the ring for you guys to evaluate, for myself to evaluate and appreciate the hard work that's gone into these guys. And then I always like visiting with the exhibitor when they get them stuck in stamps and presented. So I think this single entry exemplifies the Jersey breed and just the characteristics she has from nose to tail. She's just so feminine and beautiful about that head and neck. Has the uphill run like a lot of the jerseys this young lady has brought into the ring for us today. Is level from nose to tail, has adequate openness and depth of certainly fore and center rib, and a really correct and comfortable set of feet and legs. So job well done on another single entry Jersey Winter Yearling.
Thank you to our video streaming sponsors, including the Pierce Pepin Cooperative Services, your Touchstone Energy partner. Also 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom, building smart fiber optic communities and homes from the ground up. Find out more. Visit wwt.coop. Provisions Health, 3rd Avenue West, Durant. Healthcare Your Way. Find out more at provisions.health. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our video streams. Without their help, we wouldn't be here today. Also reach out to the Dunn County Fair Board. Let the Fair Board know you appreciate them allowing us to do the video streams from the Dunn County Fair. We have the hog show tomorrow, the beef show tomorrow, and the livestock auction Saturday evening.
The last class was Chloe Spargrove. Chloe Spargrove.
We can put our hands together for this young lady and her single entry Winter Yearling Brown Swiss female. One that, again, like that Jersey did, this Brown Swiss exemplifies the breed to such a high standard. And it's just fun to see that and evaluate this lone animal for all of those great attributes. She's just so clean cut throughout, and she blends so smoothly from shoulder to forerib and on back, and is level through that rump structure. And like the young lady's other heifer she had out here earlier, she just floats when we set her into motion, and that's certainly due in part to the showmanship aspect of this young lady on the halter. So congratulations on a great single entry Brown Swiss.
Well, clouds starting to break up here in Menominee. It's a little bit more sunshine here at the fair. Again, a beautiful day. Perfect weather for the fair today. Hope you have a chance to come on out and join us.
Okay, we got the fall yearlings in the ring right now, which will be followed with the champion rounds. And so we'll start with the Holstein registered. So Lila Bjork has a spring calf. Winter calf is Emily Zukowski. Let me back up. Spring calf and also Abigail each. First and second we want back. Then winter calves, Emily Zukowski, Lila Bjork. Fall calf, Chloe Scheifel. Tyler Quilling. Then summer yearlings, Chloe Scheifel, Tyler Quilling again. Spring yearlings, Lila Bjork, Emily Zukowski. Winter yearlings, we got Lila again, and then we have the winter yearlings in here. So that will be the registered round for the champion. Followed with the grades would be next for the champion.
We could put our hands together for our registered Holstein Fall Yearling class. A trio of heifers that was certainly fun to sort. And this young lady with her red and white heifer, I mean, first impressions to me mean a lot in the show ring. And she's one that just kind of hit me in terms of overall elegance and dairy strength. And I think dairy strength is a commonality that all three of these females have in this class. But just her overall frame and length and levelness and the way she blends so smooth from piece to piece and carries that on a comfortable set of feet and legs was just a kind of a logical place to find her in this class. Taking nothing away from our black and white Holstein here in second, one that I think mirrors so many of those similar attributes to the class winner. Maybe just got outpowered in terms of size and scale here today, but you love a lot about her in terms of her length and levelness and openness of rib, and this young man does a really great job getting her shown. So just a really tight pair on the top end of this class. And then the young man with we called it the pizzazz colored female when I talked to him at the start of the class, did a great job getting this one shown and presented out here and ready for the fair. And she too mirrors those class winner and second in terms of just her levelness and length and dairy strength all the way through the class. So a job well done to all three exhibitors.
Lila Bjork won that class with her red Holstein yearling.
We can put our hands together for our single entry in our Jersey Fall Yearling class. Like we've talked on a lot of the single entries, just exemplified the breed to such a high standard, and this girl is no exception. Just the uphill run that she displays, her openness and depth of body, and how well it balances from forerib to center through flank. When she wants to cooperate and ease up on the halter here just a little bit, she just kind of floats around the ring. So I think a really strong single entry out in this class, and job well done to this young lady.
Watching coverage of the 2025 Dunn County Dairy Show. Brian Winnikins from WRDN Radio. Thank you for joining us today. Please thank all of our sponsors as well that we've been talking about throughout the morning. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our video streams. A special thank you to the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board. They are the sponsors of our streaming video service through our website at realcountry1430.com. Also, those of you watching on NTech Channel 99, please thank the Durand, Arkansas School District as well for allowing us to use NTech Channel 99 today to be able to broadcast the dairy show. We'll also have the hog show, the beef show, and the livestock auction from the Dunn County Fair on NTech Channel 99. We'll also have the dairy, beef, and hog shows and the livestock auction from the Buffalo County Fair next week, also on NTech Channel 99. All right, another piece of dairy trivia from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin. On average, how many pounds of cheese do Americans eat each year? Is it 10 pounds, 20, 35, or 38? Again, on average, how many pounds of cheese do Americans eat each year? 10, 20, 35, or 38? I'll tell you here in just a moment. Let you think about that.
The fun pair to sort here in our Brown Swiss fall yearlings. I opted to go with kind of our dapple colored female here to lead off this class, just based on her length and elevation. And when we get her in motion, she's just so collected on the move. On the standstill, I read her to just have a touch more cushion to that pastern and a touch cleaner in that hock. But a really fun female to sort and use to start off this class. And taking nothing away from our young man's fall yearling here in second, one that is just so balanced and dairy and level and true to just everything she possesses from nose to tail. So a really fun pair. They offered some differences. And congratulations to both exhibitors.
Okay, we will be going into junior champion of the registered Holsteins. Bring your animals to the ring. We will start immediately.
Then getting ready for our championship round for the dairy show, at least on the Holstein side. So we're starting some of our championship rounds.
There is a trailer out here by the pits, a CP cattle trailer. If you could, we need to move that, please. A CP cattle trailer over by the pits. What color? Like a grayish black. And a Jeep as well right next to it. And the Jeep color would be gray.
Okay, championship round here.
If the exhibitors would stay to the very outside of the ring, because we will have a lot of animals, stay to the outside.
Again, we're at our championship round. Thank you to AMPI, the dairy farm families of AMPI, farmer-owned cooperative serving the upper Midwest. Of course, they have plants in Jim Falls and Blair here in western Wisconsin. Find out more about some of the products from Dinner Bell Creamery with AMPI. You can ask your grocer to carry those Dinner Bell Creamery products. Visit AMPI's website for more information. Wisconsin Credit Union, serving members for over 80 years. We belong to you. Visit wisconsincu.org. Chippewa Valley Energy, serving the Chippewa Valley since 1922. They currently have their summer fill and winter contract programs underway. Find out more at chippewavalleyenergy.com. And Provisions Health, 3rd Avenue West Durand, changing the way you experience healthcare. Find out more at provisions.health. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcast. Without their help, we wouldn't be here today. So please thank our sponsors. Also thank our streaming video service sponsor, the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board, and also let the Dunn County Fair Board know you appreciate our video streams from the Dunn County Fair. Again, with our championship round happening right now with the dairy show for the Holsteins. Okay, from our trivia from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin, on average, how many pounds of cheese do Americans eat each year? Is it 10, 20, 35, or 38 pounds? Answer is 38 pounds of cheese each year on average. Bet you a lot of that is through pizza. Pizza and cheeseburgers, right?
we could please put our hands together for a great lineup of our registered Holsteins out here. We had our first and seconds on display and on parade out here for you guys, and man, how fun this has been to sort. Registered Holsteins definitely hold a special place in my heart, and to just go down this lineup and see all of you exhibitors working so hard and presenting these animals to the best of your ability is pretty cool for me. So I kind of pulled 3 at random from our lineup that I thought, just kind of my thought process, and you'll hear me talk about this in our other champion rounds for our Jerseys and our Brown Swiss and our any other breeds and our Great Holsteins. But just looking for females that offer correctness of feet and legs, that can travel with ease and functionality, that have balance and body and openness of rib, and then just those extra parts and pieces of refinement and femininity. And I think these 3 out here up front do that to a really high degree. So I'll take one last look at all 3. I'll go out and select our champion, reserve, and honorable mention of our registered Holsteins. If we could put our hands together for all of these exhibitors out in the ring. And I'll go out and select them as I see them. We'll select our honorable mention first, followed by our reserve, and to conclude with our champion of the registered Holsteins. So put your hands together. I'll select our honorable mention to start off the trio. So starting our lineup with our champion registered Holstein here. I think she's one that just hit me the hardest in the classes in terms of just her elegance and refinement. And she's so balanced and just comfortably made and sound when we set her into motion. So she hit me the hardest in terms of a first impression all day long, and was just a logical place to tie into for our champion registered Holstein. Following in with our reserve, I think she was one in that age division, in that class in particular, that was just so strong, that dairy strength that we talked in class. Her levelness, her design, her depth of body, the balance that she offers, I think exemplifies and mirrors our class winner to such a high degree. So it'll be fun to see her in production as a cow. And then our honorable mention up front, one that just, again, mirrors our first and second, or champion reserve, in terms of that levelness and comfort and ease in motion and depth of body. So I think a trio of heifers and a class of heifers out here that were phenomenal from top to bottom. So if we could put our hands together one last time for our champion reserve, honorable mention, and all of our registered Holstein exhibitors out here.
next in the ring will be champion Holstein grade. There'll be a little bit of a brief intermission as we change and get exhibitors switched around on halters and stuff because they have multiple ones, but they'll be coming in the ring right away. So with this, I am going to reintroduce our judge again, Brooke Giese. Brooke is not a stranger to Dunn County as she has been born and raised here. Brooke currently resides in Alma Center with her husband Grant. She is employed at University of Wisconsin River Falls as the livestock judging coach. Her roots come through here as she was part of one of the national winning dairy judging teams that we had from Dunn County, our very first one. So not a stranger to this. She came through our program as far as on dairy judging, and certainly as I pick the judges and stuff, I'm glad that I can bring back the roots of what we've established here in Dunn County. As she's moved away, I felt she would do a great job. With that being said, let's give Brooke a very nice round of applause for doing a great job. Thank you very much, Brooke. Champion Holstein registered heifer went to Chloe Schefflo. I'm going to leave that alone. I've been butchering it all day. And reserve went to Lila Bjork. An honorable mention back to Chloe. Registered jerseys to be on deck. Registered jerseys on deck.
Girlfriend's name was Ron, right? I haven't done that yet. I got
Again, championship round, Holstein grade right now is the championship round. Those of you watching on our Facebook or YouTube channels, in the comments section, let us know where you're watching from. Love to hear from you today. At Galley, Maiden Rock, Durand, River Falls, Beaver Dam, just to name a few.
After the champion rounds of all the heifers, we will need the first place heifer for each breed. So first place registered, first place grade, Holstein. Same with the jerseys. We have a traveling trophy that we need to award. So the winner, the champion heifer of each group, will need to come back for a grand finale.
We can put our hands together for our Holstein grade champion lineup. My hat's off to all exhibitors out here on a job well done all day long. I pulled out 3 here, and I think they're 3 that represented our grade Holsteins to such a high degree out in the show ring today. They offered, again, that comfort on the move, that correct set and build of feature and soundness underneath them. I loved their levelness, their balance, their openness and depth of rib, and just how they tied all those parts and pieces together. So I'll go on down the line, and we'll switch it up. I'll select our champion, reserve, and honorable mention. Leading off with our champion there, one I thought came out of just a really nice class, and just kind of was the combination of that class, a female that's so comfortable on the move, so balanced in her design. And then moving on to our reserve and honorable mention, keeping our winter calf first and second together for reserve and honorable mention. We talked them in class as just really being mirror images of each other in terms of the balance, the depth of body, and the overall just profile that they exhibited out in this ring today. So congratulations again to all of our Holstein grade exhibitors.
Again, watching coverage of the dairy show from the Dunn County Fair today. Brian Winnikins from WRDN Radio. Thank you for joining us today in our championship rounds here. WRDN is the farm's radio station. We have 7 hours of farm programming Monday through Friday. We kick it off from 5 to 7 a.m. with the WRDN Morning Farm Report. We have our ag weather forecast, farm news, farm markets, overnight markets as well, local markets too, America's Dairy Line, Farm Progress America as well, and some great classic country music. At the bottom of the hour, we have hourly market updates at 9, 10, and 11 o'clock. During the noon hour, we have our midday market updates along with ag weather forecast and farm news from 1 till 3. Chip Flory is in with the latest news and issues affecting rural America and also the farm markets with Agri Talk again from 1 till 3. From 3 till 4, it's Jesse Allen with AOA with the latest news and issues affecting rural America. During the 4 o'clock hour at about 4:25 after our local news and sports visit, Susan Littlefield is in with Market Wrap. And she talks with some of the market analysts from around the country, talk about the news of the day affecting the markets. can listen to WRDN at 1430 AM, 107.3 FM, online at our website at realcountry1430.com, and also through the Live 365 app. Just download that onto your smartphone, do a search for WRDN Radio. We also have the Live 365 app on your Roku TV as well. The Farms radio station, Real Country 1430 AM and 107.3 FM, WRDN.
If we could, please put our hands together for our champion AOB lineup out here. This is fun to sort and see some of the different types and kinds that we have. And again, kind of that same thought process of just comfort in terms of build and feet and legs and levelness and balance and openness and dairyness to their just overall rib cage and eye appeal from end to end. So I'll go out and I'll select our honorable mention, our reserve, and our champion. So keeping our class first and second here together for our champion and our reserve AOB, and then following it up with our young lady leading the line as our honorable mention AOB in our trio out here today. Job well done to all exhibitors.
Winning that was Mackenzie McClellan with her Any Other Breed heifer. Winning the grade Holstein was Kylie Schlew. Kylie Schlew was the champion grade Holstein. In the ring right now, we have registered Jersey heifer.
From Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin, some more dairy trivia for you this morning. How much milk does the average Wisconsin dairy cow produce each day? Each day. Is it 2 gallons, 5 gallons, 10 gallons, or 7.5 gallons? Again, how much milk does the average Wisconsin dairy cow produce each day? 2 gallons, 5 gallons, 10 gallons, or 7.5 gallons? I'll tell you that answer here coming up. Okay, from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin, how much milk does the average Wisconsin dairy cow produce each day? 2 gallons, 5 gallons, 10 gallons, or 7.5 gallons? The correct answer, 7.5 gallons. Again, we're in the championship round here. Registered jerseys. Okay, we're selecting our top 3. Tomorrow we'll have the Hog Show starting at about 8:55, and then tomorrow
We will have the Brown Swiss going in, and immediately following that, we will have the overall junior champion of the junior show next. So if you were a champion, so I need my champion registered, champion grade, any other breed, champion jersey, and then we have a traveling trophy that we give away. Also, a little heads up, if you were on the dairy judging team, I want you to also make your way to the ring for, I want introductions of that too.
Could please put our hands together for our champion lineup for our registered jerseys out here. Congratulations to all exhibitors on a job well done. We had a lot of single entries on down the line with the jersey breed, but quality all the way through. So this was a fun lineup to kind of reevaluate back out here, and I kind of pulled at random 3 that will name our champion, reserve, and honorable mention. So I will go out and select our champion, reserve, and honorable mention registered jersey female. in that order. We'll select champion, reserve, and then intermediate.
Still have our overall Supreme Champion to name as well.
So as they stand for you, we just went right on down the line with our champion, reserve, and honorable mention Jersey females out here. And the champion female is one that just hit me hard in her class in terms of just her dairy character, her correctness. She just floated around on that set of feet and legs, and I thought kind of put all the parts and pieces together in a really well-balanced package. So congratulations to you, young lady. Following her with one that mirrors those attributes to such a high degree in our reserve champion selection for our Jersey registered female. We talked to her in class as loving that uphill run, loving just the dairy strength she displayed, and just the comfort and correctness of that set of feet and legs. And then following in with our honorable mention, our first place winter calf, as honorable mention of our Jersey show that just exemplifies again those qualities to such a high degree. So congratulations to all exhibitors and all Jersey exhibitors in our champion lineup.
Marlise Lang with the champion Jersey heifer, Marlise Lang.
Now it's champion Brown Swiss. Thank you to Alcivia, leading member-owned agriculture fuel cooperative serving Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Illinois. They have the farmer commodity pickup program going on right now. Farmers find out how, with the bids during the harvest from Alcivia, how you can also have that include pickup at the farm. Security Financial Bank, Durand, River Falls, Eau Claire, Ladysmith, Bloomer, and Black River Falls, where electronic banking is easy. Visit sfbank.com. Bauer Seeds and Service, your local pioneer and seed pivot bio dealer serving the Durand area. Visit BauerSeedsandService.com for more information. Sundstrom and Company, your local tax experts, Durand. Let's start planning for that end-of-year tax planning. You can call Sundstroms at 715-672-4425 to schedule that appointment or visit them online. NTech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, Durand, and Dunn Energy, your Touchstone Energy partner. Streaming video service at our website at realcountry1430.com is being brought to you by the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board. And those of you watching on NTech Channel 99, please reach out and thank the Durand, Arkansas School District for allowing us to have today's dairy show on NTech Channel 99. We'll have the Hog Show tomorrow morning starting at about 8:55. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, tell them thank you for supporting these video streams. Without their help, we wouldn't be here at the Dunn County Fair. Also reach out to the Dunn County Fair Board, please, and let them know that you appreciate them allowing us to do the video streams from the Dunn County Fair. Got the Brown Swiss ladies in the room. So we work on our Brown Swiss champion, and then we'll find out who our overall Supreme champion is coming up. All right, we have our top three picked.
If we could, please put our hands together for a heck of a Brown Swiss show out here today. That's fun to see at a county fair, and quality from top to bottom, no matter what age we were evaluating today. So congratulations to all exhibitors. I pulled 3 out here on the profile. I'll take one last look, and then I'll go out and select them in the order of honorable mention, reserve, and then our grand champion Brown Swiss female of today's dairy show. So congratulations again, and job well done to all exhibitors. If we could put our hands together one more time, our champion brown Swiss female here is one that just hit me so hard in class in terms of her refinement and just the dairy character and elegance that she offers. Beautiful head and neck, so clean through her front 1/3, but just to have so much dairiness and levelness and openness and depth to that rib, I think she's pretty unique and represents the brown Swiss breed to such a high degree. Our reserve champion brown Swiss female here to lead off our lineup. This young lady's done a great job all day long getting this heifer shown. Again, we talked her in class as just being so refined and level and correct on that set of feet and legs and just kind of floating around the ring. So I felt a really logical place to find her as our reserve champion brown Swiss female. And then our honorable mention here in the center, our dappled up female that we talked in class and just loved her for her length and elevation. And this young lady's done a really good job getting her presented and ready for today's show. So congratulations again to all of our brown Swiss exhibitors.
Okay, so we need the winning heifer of each breed in the ring. I need the grade Holstein. I think that was by Kylie Schlew. And then with that, I want the participants on the Dunn County Dairy Judging Team to come to the middle of the ring. Okay, with that, I want my dairy judges to come on out. I want to give them a little recognition. This year we participated at the district contest, and the first time ever in my years of coaching, and the other coach is my son Ben, we had the first place junior team at the district contest. We've never ever done that before. So give these a nice round of applause, okay? So I'm going to go through a little bit of introductions and how they did, because we will be participating at state with some individuals and our junior team. So you can see we got a lot of participants on the team right now. We have a total of 8 juniors, which it is just competitive within our own team. We had a couple that were unable to make it to the contest, just conflicts of schedule. But I'm pretty confident if we would have had the full teams of both of them, we would have had 2 teams going to state with our juniors. So that's impressive. So, a little bit of individual recognition. Cole Quilling, please step forward. First place overall at the contest. And he took second place in reasons, where he gave individual reasons. First time we ever had that done, as far as on having them right up in there. Last year we had a returning champion as far as on judging. Tyler, please step forward. As far as on, we had 1 and 2. So very impressive, and he spoke on the reasons. He won the reasons, okay? Did a really, really good job. Okay, with that, we got Mackenzie McClellan. Aubrey McClellan, please step forward. This way I can keep them all straight. We got Sophia Bauer, Anya and Marlise Lang, Abigail Schlew, and Carter Schlew. My bad, Abigail Deach, Carter Schlew. It takes me a lot. I'm getting old, all right? So this is our junior team in which did a phenomenal job. And actually, I have a lot of confidence that we'll be a player down at state. We'll be a player. And for the years to come. So if there is any other kids that do want to come on out for dairy judging, it is a really good program. We do teach these kids a lot. So on our seniors, we only got 3 seniors. Jacob Schlew, step forward. Kylie Schlew. Kylie placed 5th in the seniors. In reasons, you were 4th. 5th in reasons, 3rd overall. Yep. And Chloe Spargrove, she's the one that just moved up here. She was 10th overall. Reasons, you were didn't place in reasons, but both of them, as individuals, they will go on and judge at state. So, needless to say, we will have a senior team coming up that is going to be very impressive, and I'm going to say about 2 to 3 years to where we'll be a player, without a doubt. But we got a lot of talent. We got a lot of really good young people that are out for dairy judging. And I expect great things coming from them because they are doing a good job. So give these kids a nice round of applause because they do a great job on dairy judging. Good job, everyone. Thanks for coming out.
Well, we made it here to our final class of the day. We have our champions of each of our breeds, our AOB, our registered Jersey, our Brown Swiss, our registered Holstein, and our Grade Holstein. And I'll go out and I'll select kind of our overall female. But before I do that, I want to thank Jim for asking me to do this and just how much this means to me. Growing up dairy judging under you guys was just such a special thing for me with Jim and Scott Nelson as our coaches. And to be back here in this show ring, this is home to me. So to be back at the fair and so to be back at the Dunn County Fair and certainly back in this show ring where I spend a lot of time showing beef and showing dairy. It's pretty special to be back out here on this side of things. And this fair is where so many of my lifelong friendships were made and certainly where some of my favorite memories growing up with my siblings and with my family place. And as I was driving here this morning, I was just thinking back to some of the special dairy animals I had the chance to exhibit in this ring. I can think of Peanut. She was a Holstein heifer calf. An opportunity to show her was provided by Derek Wolf, boss, wherever he's at today. And my first job working for Pure Pride Show Cattle, I remember I couldn't even drive yet. My mom would always take me over there and drop me off, so I was 14 or 15 years old. I can think of showing the Jersey cow Cora or the Holstein heifer Eleanor. They were made possible by my cousins Sean and Stephen as a part of their cow herd and just show that continued support that they always had for me. And probably the most special was a little spring March calf. Her name was Maggie, and she was owned by Barb and Wayne Cook. And I remember showing her as a calf in this ring and again as a yearling. And Barb and Wayne standing right over there, and they were just beaming. They were so proud to have one of their animals shown here at the county fair. And Maggie had to have been the most loved cow I will and have ever known. She was loved by Barb and Wayne, and she was certainly loved by me as a 15, 16-year-old girl. And Maggie then went on to go into production for the herd of Dave and Carrie Schaefer, and she was loved by their 2 little girls. And she had the best stall in the barn in that barn. She was the first cow you'd see when you walk in from the milk house, and the last cow you could say goodnight to when you left the barn. And the Schaefer farmers where both my brothers grew up working. And when Dave tragically passed away, Maggie was the cow of all the cows in the herd that his wife Carrie had the chance to lead through that auction ring. And it ended up that my cousins Sean and Steven ended up purchasing her, certainly out of their love for me. So as I think back to the show ring and some of the special animals I had the chance to exhibit in this ring, I think it's just such a testament to the love that the Lord has for us and the joy and the purpose that he puts on our heart. And he wants nothing more from us than for us to just see it through and share it with others to the best of our ability. And cattle have always been that for me. I think from the start, Mom and Dad are here. They must have known, because Jenna, Connor, Josh, my siblings, their middle names are all after really important and special family members in our family. And my middle name, Danielle, comes from Dick's Commissioner Danielle, which was an all-American cow of Grandma and Grandpa's. So I think from the start, it's just been written on my heart that cattle have been that for me. And so to be here today and in this final selection and know that this trophy is in memory of Grandpa Willis is pretty special. I can picture Grandma Mary sitting right over here. She was always in her yellow and white lawn chair, never missed a show. And I can picture Grandpa standing right over there. And he would have tears rolling down his face, just as mine are. He was just so proud of his grandchildren and so proud of his family and his community, many of which have been here to watch the show today. And he just loved being a dairy farmer. So it's such an honor to be here, to be in this ring and share it with other cattle enthusiasts that have that same joy in their heart for cattle that the Lord has given me. So if you guys want to stop where you're at, we'll give these animals a rest and we'll go out and select our overall Supreme.
There is your Supreme Champion.
Okay, we have two cows here. Iris, if you want to bring her in, and then Jacob Schlew, be on deck, ready to go. This will follow up with senior showmanship. Senior showmanship is on deck. So bring your animals to the ring for senior showmanship.
So as this is our last class, we only have a couple of cows here today. Again, the H5N1 continuing to kind of adversely affect having the cows, the milk cows here in. So we have a couple of dry cows for this final class, and then that's when we will be stepping away. We'll step away after that, and we will be back tomorrow morning at about 8:55 for coverage of the hog show from the Dunn County Fair. Again, we hope you've enjoyed today's video stream. Please thank all of our sponsors. Please also those of you watching today on NTech Channel 99, please also thank the Durand, Arkansas School District for allowing us to use NTech Channel 99 today. And also,
Kylie Schlew, if you could bring your grade Holstein champion heifer to the ring. Kylie.
So please thank all of our sponsors. Also let the Dunn County Fair Board know as well that you appreciate our video streams from the Dunn County Fair. But we'll be back tomorrow morning at about 8:55 with the hog show. We'll follow the hog show with the beef show. And then on Saturday nights, with coverage beginning at about 4:55, we will have today the livestock auction from the Dunn County Fair. Well, we got a couple dry cows here, and we'll go from there. We'll wrap this up, and then we'll be stepping aside here for the rest of the day.
We can put our hands together for our grade selection. We have a single entry grade dry cow, Holstein dry cow out here. And the showman's done a wonderful job getting her ready for the ring as well. We talked in class, we love her color pattern. She's a new addition to their farm. And she just offers tremendous power and levelness and length of body. But for our selection here, I'll go out and select our champion overall grade female, and that'll be our heifer here. Congratulations. And then our dry cow will be reserved. Congratulations.
All right, so congratulations to Kylie Schlew with the Supreme Champion from the Dunn County Fair Dairy Show. I'm Brian Winnikins, and we hope you've enjoyed our coverage today from the Dairy Show. We are going to step aside. We will be back tomorrow morning with more from the Dunn County Fair. We'll kick off our coverage of the Hog Show. That starts tomorrow morning at 8:55. Until then, I'm Brian Winnikins. Have a great afternoon.